It is the After Party here on Sports Talk, live on Talk 104, 93 BKCT's Facebook page, and presented by Greenwood Ford. All right, Cole Scott, our future hot dog eating champion.
Hopefully.
You will be.
Need it.
We got faith. We got some faith. And we got head coach of the Warren Central Dragons, Kenny Davidson, here joining us too as well. Coach, you like to inspire people. You want to inspire Cole and win that hot dog eating contest on Saturday?
Trust the process.
I like that. Just simple.
process?
I like that. The process of dunking it in the water or just eating or
I mean, it's a process. I mean, you got to practice.
Okay.
Preparation is key.
the practice just came into play.
You got to do it tomorrow.
I didn't
That's
have that
part of
down.
the process. So, you got to practice and prepare. You got to train your body right for that. I'm sure you got to drink plenty of water.
Okay.
Be hydrated. Then you go out there and win the hot dog contest. Trust the process.
Man, coaches,
I
boy,
can
they're
run through a wall
good.
After doing that, I'm ready to eat hot dogs all day.
Coaches are good. But you only got one. You got to practice tomorrow, man. You can't do it the day before.
Yeah.
You got to practice tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay.
You got to.
We'll do.
And it's going to be hot, too, on top of that, too, outside. So,
I'm gonna go eat outside then.
okay.
Tomorrow.
There we go.
Beautiful.
All right. Good deal. All right, Coach. Football time right around the corner. Let's talk about the Warren Central Dragons.
First of all, thank you all for having me.
Yes, sir.
We're super excited. We started, got a little late start because I took the job late. However, the guys are working extremely hard. I mean, this is probably one of the hardest working groups I've ever been a part of.
Wow.
Kids are bought in. I think our number one goal is trying to establish culture, and then everything else will fall in place after that.
How much were you like jumping at the bits to get this job once you saw that it was open as an alum of Warren Central?
Well, it happened really, really fast. First, I want to say, I was happy at Seneca. I want to thank Mr. Brian Clemens, Mr. Michael Guy, and all the administration at Seneca High School. They did everything they could to make sure the program was running smoothly and to put us in a position to be successful. But when the job came open, I think a lot of the community members, alumni, reached out to me. And it was very humbling that many people is wanting you to take a program that needs to be revitalized, and the community feels like that you are the one that can do it. So that was very humbling. So when the opportunity presented itself, I was on it fairly quickly.
Okay.
Seeing what Central's gone through these past 15 years, do you feel like there's any pressure for you to improve it? Or did make it better?
Well, I think the pressure comes from myself.
Okay. All right.
And what I mean by that is I put a lot of pressure on myself to be the best that I can possibly be.
All right.
So any other added pressure, that comes with the job.
Right.
However, I feel like we've put a good staff in place. I feel like that we are ready to get the program to the next step. I think the biggest problem is they've had 7 coaches in 16 years.
Yes.
There's athletes in that building, right? But when you have 7 coaches in 16 years, that can hurt a program. People can use any excuse they want of why the program is what it is, but in my opinion and from my view, I think that the biggest issue is you've had several coaching changes. So I think it starts with our feeder program, Moss Middle School, and then and I think our coach Frederick Shute is our middle school head coach. He's done a fabulous job getting the middle school kids out. So I think that's where it starts, the middle school, and I think that translates to the high school. And I think that he's done a good job doing that. I think our staff has done a good job thus far getting kids out. Working extremely hard with the kids. So I think the consistency, that's what will build the program back up.
And what it sounds like from what you're saying is that you want to be here for a while. You don't want to come in for a year or two. You want to build this program up, so I'm hearing.
Absolutely. Excuse me. First of all, my wife gave me very specific instructions. We are not moving again. So
Okay.
Important.
There you go.
I'm
It's
definitely going to be here for a while.
Very important. All right.
More importantly, we're going to see this through. A lot of guys come, they don't understand the situation that the program's in. Well, I do, and I know what it's going to take to build it. Again, it's going to take some time, but we're going to build it the right way.
So, how do you bring the excitement back to the program? Because
Well-
it's been lacking, like you said, for a long, long time. Like it wasn't like it.
Well, I think the excitement comes from putting a good product on the field.
Okay.
Simple as that. And that's where the process comes in from spring to summer, starting back after dead period. Once you put a good product on the field and you compete, regardless if you win or lose, if you put a good product on the field, I think that brings the excitement back. And we're going to put a good product on the field.
I think last year was one of the first years, at least in my eyes, that we're seeing. They had a stretch right there where they won 3 games in the middle of the year, and it felt like moving the ball better, defense is better. You have some pieces that you can work with for you coming in. What, from the outside looking in, did you notice about that team, and what are you most excited about taking over this year?
Well, first I want to give Coach Jeremy Harness a lot of credit. He done a good job with the program in his tenure. However, it's our job to take it to the next level. We do have some pieces we can work with, but that's just the start. We got to execute. We got to be bigger, stronger, faster. We got to be smart. We got to be disciplined. All those things are culture-building things that we've had to do in a small amount of time, and I think we made huge strides in that area in a very short amount of time.
What's your numbers look like this year?
Well, that's to be determined.
Yeah, duh.
And
Real dip period, duh.
and
I should realize if I asked the question now.
well, and the reason why I say that is because once I get in that building in August, I'm going to be recruiting our hallways. So that is yet to be determined.
Okay.
But I will tell you, no matter if we got 50 or we got 40 or we've got 30, we're going to go out there. We're going to be smart. We're going to be disciplined. And we're going to be physical. And we're going to put a good product on the field.
Now, one guy that we could probably assume that's going to be there, quarterback Tavy Dunn. He's been very impressive throughout his high school career. He's coming into his senior year. Have you got to talk with him, I guess, before dead period? And if so, what do you like about him?
Well, I think leadership. Tavy's a really quiet young man when he's on the field, but he leads by example. And in order to take the program to the next level, you have to have a quarterback that establishes leadership. I think the players respect him. The coaches have respect him because he's a leader by example. He's the first one there. He's the last one to leave. He's out there taking extra reps. And that's what it takes. It's not a magic wand to make you better. You just got to go out there and do it. And I think he shows those traits. And I think coming in and you having a quarterback, I mean, that's a big key to what we're trying to do.
How was spring and summer practices?
Man, honestly, it was really good.
Okay.
The kids picked up on our scheme very, very fast. Of course, we're not close to where we need to be.
Right.
But what we have installed thus far, their work ethic, I mean, man, it's been unparalleled in what I've seen from them thus far.
Talk us through your coaching career so far, your stops. Obviously, we know you had a stint here in town with South Warren. What have you learned from those that you're trying to take into this year?
Well, I will give a lot of my mentors a lot of credit. Joel Taylor, Brandon Smith, Chuck Smith, Marvin Danzler. The beautiful thing about being an assistant with championship coaches, you take bits and pieces of what they do, and you kind of like Play-Doh. You you mix it all together, and you make it your own. And I think that that has helped me as a head coach by being around very experienced coaches, championship coaches, because they all have that one trait, and that is doing things the right way.
So you talked about your staff earlier. Who's on your staff?
So Cortez Barber,
Okay.
he'll be my offensive coordinator.
All right.
I retained J. Marvin Durham, Damani Walker, and Dante Walker. I picked up Mr. Christopher Elliott, Eric Brown, who has been with me since Little League.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of Brad Button. Hoping I'm not missing anybody. But we have about 8 or 9. Oh, and I just picked up Rashad Darden, a young man who's never coached before.
Okay.
But he played at Bowling Green High School.
You sure did.
Okay.
Very, very, very good player. So I picked him up. So man, we have a really, really solid staff. Those guys work extremely hard. As a matter of fact, coach is calling me today about, hey, coach, I need to get this playbook to me because we got to continue to learn and grow.
Yeah.
So, man, we have a really good staff, and I'm excited about our staff.
So you come into this year. Obviously, you can't tell us your game plan. You don't want to give away your plays. What should fans or what should people expect from your play style as a coach?
Well, on defense, we got to be smart, we got to be disciplined, and we got to be physical. I think those are the three keys to being successful on defense. And on offense, we're not going to invent the wheel. We're going to get our athletes the ball in space and let them make plays. Because I think too many times we try to invent the wheel and just get the athletes the ball, let them make plays.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're in a district with Bowling Green and Greenwood and Barron County, and I know I'm missing somebody else too as well. But your thoughts about the district that Warren Central's in football?
Man, it's probably one of the toughest districts in the state. However, that's part of it. That's part of the grind. That's part of the challenge. We know what kind of level Bowling Green is at. They're a championship program. Mm-hmm. Coach Howard, Coach Adams, all those guys, they do a really good job at Greenwood. Barron County has a veteran coach. Mm-hmm. So we understand the task at hand, but our number one goal is week one. That's Monroe County. That we got to take it 1 week at a time.
Do you have any specific goals set for maybe yourself this first year, or are you kind of just setting the ground level for what's to come?
Well, it's not about me. It's about our players, right? Mm-hmm. And our number one goal right now is just win week one. That's a goal. Win week one. Okay, that's a short-term goal. I'll leave the long-term goals in-house. But our short-term goals is win week one and be competitive. That's it. Put a good product on the field.
Okay. Like it.
How much will you be a part of the JV and the freshman teams too as well? I mean, will you have a little bit part of that, or are you just going to just sit back on the side and just watch how that goes and go from there, or just what?
I'll kind of stand back and watch, but I'll be very hands-on.
All right.
But again, I have a great staff in place, and I trust those guys. So that's not an issue for me, because I know what our coach can do and what they're capable of doing. So we're good.
There's some athletes through multiple different sports that have the talent, mm-hmm. But they might not have the mindset. You got to come into it with passion and a desire to compete for your school. How important is that from your coaching perspective that your guys are not only good, but they want to play for the name on the front of their jerseys?
Well, I mean, that's part of culture building, right? The kids are not going to believe it until they see you believe it. Mm-hmm. And every day, one of the things that we talk about is taking pride at Warren Central, right? That's cleaning up the locker room every day. That mm-hmm. is picking up the bags and putting them up every day, and stacking them neatly. Just small things, because we have, like, for example, like the weight room, putting the bars, the safety bars and J-hooks, put them at a certain level, right? Because those small things mean a lot. I remember watching a video of Ed Reed. He talked about when the Baltimore Ravens realized that they were at a championship level. Guys were taking their towels and putting them in the bin, taking their tape, put it in the trash. Those small things, they may be small, but they mean a lot in the grand scheme of things. So we preach taking pride in Warren Central football every single day, and they see me take pride in it. They see our coach take pride in it, and the kids are going to believe what they see, right? So they see us doing that every day. So I think they're going to take a lot of pride in it, and I think they've already done that thus far.
So when dead period wraps up here in a couple of weeks, is Central going to be taking part in any 7-on-7s coming up? Or
yes, we'll be at the Greenwood 7-on-7 on July 17th, I believe.
Okay.
With the big school. They have a small school and a big school tournament. Mm-hmm. I think we'll be there that Friday. I think it's July the 17th.
Okay.
That Monday, I think it's July the 20th, where I'm hosting, not necessarily a tournament, but I'm just bringing 5 teams, and I'm bringing Logan County, Russellville, Todd County, Warren East, maybe one more. We're going to bring 5 teams in. It'll be 5 total. And we're going to do a little 7-on-7 at our place on July the 20th. Because I think we have to do that, because we're not where we need to be right now. Right. So live reps will help us, and I think those reps will help us tremendously.
What is this next week and a half and the last few days? What does it look like for you during dead period? What is on your to-do list during this time where you can't have any communications with the guys?
Well, for us, as for coaches, it really never stops, right? I do give my coach a little bit of a break, but I still communicate with those guys. And there's a million things that needs to be done before the season starts. However, I'm at home. I'm a teacher. I take my time. I do what I need to do, but also put the laptop down and spend time with my family.
Okay.
So I think that's important too. Is you got to balance your time. So there's never a break for us. Essentially, I try to give my coaches a break and let them, spend time with their families. But for me, there's always small things to do.
Before Port Central, I believe you're hosting Monroe County, right? You're hosting this
Yes,
year, right?
we are. That's correct.
Who you be scrimmaging? Because you have a couple scrimmages before you get to play Monroe County. Who you scrimmaging this year?
August the 7th, I think we scrimmage Fort Campbell at home.
Okay.
And the following week, which is August the 14th, we scrimmage Russellville at home as well.
Okay, great.
So those would be good competition for us to see where we're at. I don't put a lot of stock in scrimmages. However, it's good evaluation for us. We go back and watch the film.
Okay.
Go back and watch the film and see what we need to correct. Scrimmage for us is not about wins and losses. It's about what do we need to correct before week 1.
Yeah, but that's really putting stock into it though, because you got to see what you need to work on, correct on, and stuff like that, and so forth too.
That's true.
Okay.
I guess one of my last questions for you: that first week, what's it going to feel like for you as somebody that went there, and now you're back on the sideline in a different role?
Well, for me, I think the players feed off of what they see from me, but we're going to treat it like any other game. It's going to be a surreal moment for me. It's going to be exciting. It's my alma mater. However, it's not about me. It's about our kids. We're going to prepare the same whether we're playing week 1 or week 10. Mm-hmm. So we're going to keep the emotions down, and we're going to go out there and just play football and see where it let the chips fall where they may.
I know in your mindset, how big is that week 1 to start off with a win for this football team to start the season off 1-0?
I think it's big.
I think it is too.
Right. Mm-hmm. However, I don't want to put added pressure on our players. Right. So my goal for the players is you go out there and compete every day at practice. Mm-hmm. You work hard in the weight room. Okay. When you do those two things and you go out there and play hard, you always give yourself a chance to win, no matter what. Right, so that's got to be our message. Not, hey, we got to win week 1. Our message is we go out there and play hard and give ourselves a chance to be successful.
All right. Wow, my goodness. As I'm love too, I'm excited too as well. Yeah. So we got to get the program back. We got to get it back to where it was.
Well, that's the goal. That's the goal. And
yes.
I think as I would tell the community, I want the community to be patient. Mm-hmm. Because it's not going to come overnight. I'm not a miracle worker.
No.
However, we're going to work extremely hard, and we're not going to leave any stone unturned until we get this thing turned around.
I like it. I'm fired up already.
I'm excited. I'm excited for that first week.
I am too. While we're here, some football talk real quick. Titans, the rookies come back in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Then the veterans come back with some open practices and then OTAs and stuff like that and so forth too. And then, at practices, I'm sure at some of your practices, there'll be some alumni, former players that will probably be popping in from time to time watching the boys practice too, will they not?
Absolutely. Derek Boyce, who we played at Warren Central together. Mm-hmm. He's an alumni there. He actually reached out to him and was like, "Hey man, it's like some of the guys we're gonna come and check you out." So
yeah.
that was awesome to get that message from him because I think people tend to forget the success that Warren Central had in the past.
Yeah.
I mean, they've had a lot of success in the past.
Yep.
Now, I think it's our goal as coach to get it back to where it was. Mm-hmm. However, we got to get people to believe in the program again. And I think with consistency, and we put a good product on the field, I think we can get it back where we need to be.
And like you said, it's going to take time.
It's going to take time.
It's not going to happen overnight. That's for sure.
It's not going to happen overnight. However, we're excited for the challenge. I have a great coaching staff. Mm-hmm. Credit to those guys. Those guys have done everything that I've asked thus far. They work extremely hard, and they put the kids in a position to be successful already. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
And you can verify too, and I know I can too. Homecoming. Warren Central used to be popping for homecoming.
Exactly.
And we got to get that back.
Yeah, for sure.
We got to get that back.
For sure. So that's kind of one of the things I want to bring back. I want to bring back our 1990 state runner-up team. Want to bring back a 1989 team. Want to bring back some of our regional championship teams, because I think all those things matter, right? Because you can't rewrite history. And, again, people forget the success they've had. But, man, they've had a lot of success, and we're going to try to get it back there.
Oh, yeah. It'd be great to feel if old Joe Hood can pop out there, too, as well. I mean, it'd be great if he can. I hope he can.
Sure, yeah.
It'd be great.
Love me some Joe Hood.
Yes. It'd be great to bring him back. It would be. My goodness. But, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to get the thing back to where it was and get it used to be. Popping up on stands. Everybody used to be standing room only for football games and stuff like that. I mean, that was the moments right there.
I was telling my coach the other day, I remember before they put the turf field down, there, if you're looking at away from the scoreboard, there's like a little grassy hill over there. And it would be full of kids.
Sure was.
Full of kids just playing football, enjoying the game. And when you put a good product on the field, you can get those things can happen again. Again, it's going to take some time, but we're going to put a good product on the field. So everybody come out and watch the Dragons this year. We have some great athletes on the field. So let's get it done.
And get the fire to pop out the Dragons for the score touchdowns.
Oh, you know what?
we got to get that back. We got to get that back.
This has been a very hot topic. So, community members, I am working on this right now. I'm trying to get the Dragon back.
Yes.
We're going to breathe some fire again.
Yes.
So I am currently working on that right now because that has been a very, very hot topic, is the Dragon. Where is the Dragon?
Yes.
You need that. But you also already do have the best, okay, I might be throwing this take out there, the best cheerleaders, the best fight song in the county.
For sure.
I get pumped up the most when I'm
For sure. For sure.
Personally.
Absolutely. And they do a great job. I mean, they have our cheerleaders and staff. They've been working extremely hard this off season. I mean, they've been really, really working. So man, I'm excited about what's about to take place in 2026.
Hey, from the Fire Dragon, and then also from back in the days, what too? If somebody got an old beat up car they're not using, paint up the Dragon Wagon. Bring it back.
Man, I forgot about that.
Bring it back.
I forgot about that.
Bring it back. Because that used to
that.
get everybody fired up. When you see the Dragon Wagon right there when you walk in.
I forgot
or
about
on top
that.
of the
That
hill
is
too
very
as
true. I forgot
well.
about that.
Bring it back. I mean, come on,
The
Steve
Dragon
Bonnie.
Wagon.
Bring
What is
it
the Dragon
back.
Wagon? Is it like the one at Western where you just beat it up?
Well, it was an old beat up car that somebody had, and next thing you know, they just painted the Warren Central emblem on it, and then wrote Dragon Wagon on the side and paint and stuff, and they'd bring it in, and they would ride around with it and honk the horn, and everybody get fired up for it and stuff. So, yeah, get it back. Come
That would
on,
be
guys.
awesome.
Somebody got a beat up car they ain't using. See if you can use it for a night and paint it up and make it the Dragon Wagon. Bring it
Dragon
back.
Wagon.
Yes, that's the days. We got to. Like I said, we got to get it back. We got to
sure.
get it back.
Absolutely.
I got to see this, yeah.
All right. Before we get off here, any football stuff you guys want to talk about? Anything? We know we got Titans stuff coming up as well too, and all that good stuff too as well.
Yeah, probably in a few weeks I'll have more on them with training camp starting
Yeah,
up soon.
training camp will be starting up here soon. Like I said, they'll have some public open practices too as well.
Yeah.
And then they got some preseason games coming up. The first two on the road, and then their final ones on a Friday night during high school football night.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? I don't know, but
Scheduling
that's
disaster
just
class there.
Not smart. That's not smart because nobody's going to be there. You got high school football going on.
Yeah, you catch the highlights.
I don't get it. I don't know. So, Cole, anything you want to talk about too as well before we get off of here?
No, go Team USA. Hopefully, honestly, let me give you a live update real quick.
Oh, you can do
Started
that too as
25
well?
minutes ago.
You can do that too as well. Like I said, we got a lot of stuff going on, and then like I said, dead period is happening, and then July 20th, fall sports. It gets rolling with golf, and here we go again.
Yeah.
Another year in high school sports.
Go Dragons.
There you go. There you go.
I like it.
I got to be somewhat neutral a little bit, but yeah, go Dragons, definitely.
We know you ain't neutral.
Well, I mean, we gotta as a we're doing a show. We gotta somewhat stay neutral a little bit, but yes. And the Fire's I mean, yeah, go Dragons.
Go
No
Dragons.
question about that. Okay. No question about that. As well too, and hopefully other coaches like Coach Unselt and others have also been probably I'm sure has been helping you out, welcoming you as well to the football program too as well.
Coach Unseld has been very, very supportive. Not only Coach Unseld, but my AD, Miss Anya Shelton, my principal, Mr. Isaacs. I mean, all the administration, they have been very, very supportive thus far. That's what it takes to build a program. It takes everybody, not just me. And I think they've been very supportive. And that's all I can ask is, let's support each other.
I agree. Cole, you the final word because you got the mustard ketchup belt that you're going to try to bring here next week here on the show.
Trust the process.
So
I'll have it. I'm trusting the process. I'm practicing starting tomorrow, hopefully. No, hopefully. That word's out. Starting tomorrow, period. I can't wait.
And I want to post a picture. I want to definitely get you a picture with the belt and post it on our site too as well. So come on. You gotta break it down.
Trust the process.
There you go. Trust the process. You need a T-shirt. You need a T-shirt that says that. Trust the process on Saturday. You need a T-shirt. Find one or somebody make one or something.
So my father-in-law owns a T-shirt printing company in our hometown.
Can he do it within a couple of days?
Trust the process. I'll put a word out there.
Okay.
I could probably get one.
Family be there too on Saturday too, rooting you on or no?
I don't need nerves.
Why would you be nervous for them?
I don't know. Just in the moment.
Okay.
My wife will be there. That's
Okay, that's good enough then. That's
support
good
me.
enough.
Yeah.
Maybe she'll have a big sign, trust the process.
She probably won't want to watch. She probably will go to the restroom and just wait till it's over. So, I don't know.
Well, let me check on Blake. He said you have 10 minutes. So, in 10 minutes, I guess you have a goal in mind. He did not contact me back yet. So, a goal in mind?
15. 15's the number I've always said.
In 10 minutes?
Start off hot. It's probably going to get... The middle of the 10 minutes will slow down. If I can get 5 in that first 4 minutes...
Ooh.
Maybe 6.
That's oof.
I don't know. I think that could work. Surely 15 wins.
Trust, like Coach said, trust process.
I trust the process, though.
All right, trust process.
It's beautiful.
So we'll talk about that next week, as well as Jay Eastridge will be on the show next week, Peyton Stewart, Michael Compton, and John Allen. So it'll be a jam-packed show next week.
I can't wait.
All right, everybody tune in then. Thanks, Coach Davidson, for stopping by. Thanks so much,
y'all
sir.
for having me. Y'all have a great night.
Everybody have a good night. Thanks for watching Sports Talk live on Talk 104, 930 KCT, presented by Greenwood Ford. That's not it, so it should be good.
Let me kill those mics.
Yep, do that. All right, Coach, we'll have you sign our autograph board over here.
Absolutely.
Thank
you all.